Johnny Mac with your daily comedy news. What we're doing is we're taking a look at Rolling Stone's top 100 sitcoms of all time. You should listen to the 2 episodes before this one because I'm already up to number 60 in this episode, which was Good Times, which ran on CBS from 74 to 79. Really not my wheelhouse other than just knowing that I'm supposed to say Dynamite. Just slightly before my time, but it was huge at the time. Number 59 is Spaced, ran on the UK's Channel 4 from 99 to 2001. Before they'd make a name for themselves with the zombie apocalypse Shaun of the Dead, Edgar Wright and Simon Pegg would give the world this sitcom about two 20-somethings who pretend to be a couple in order to secure a cheap 2-bedroom apartment. Fun show. It was on one of the streamers for a little while. Right now it's only on Tubi, which you probably don't have. I can't remember where it was, but it wasn't on. It's not on anywhere now, so what are you going to do? Number 58, it's Gary Shandling's show. This is the Showtime one that also ran on Fox. Gary Shandling's first sitcom found the stand-up playing, quote, Gary Shandling, unquote. Amazed and amused that he was starring in his very own TV show, Breaking the Fourth Wall, Shandling would turn the viewers into his co-stars, often at the expense of interacting with actual castmates. Occasionally, real-life friends and celebrities would make guest appearances. I remember Tom Petty would show up sometimes on that one. Good show. Haven't seen that in forever. I don't think it's running anywhere. Number 57 is You're the Worst, ran on FX in 2014, then moved over to FXX because, we needed more FXs. It's fun. I don't think I have anything to say about it. You'll find it on Hulu. Number 56, Murphy Brown, ran on CBS from 1988 to 1998, and you forgot they tried to bring it back in 2018. It bombed when it came back. Number 55, The Odd Couple, the original, ran from 70 to 75. That feels low to me. I feel like The Odd Couple would be in most top 20s. I'm going to be really curious to see what happens when we get to the top of this list here. Yeah, I know there was a stage play in a movie, but The Odd Couple sitcom I feel like is iconic. Number 54, The Bernie Mac Show, ran on Fox from 2001 to 2006. Kind of surprised to see that above The Odd Couple. Number 53, one of my favorite things in the entire universe of all time, Scrubs, ran on NBC from 2001 to 2008. Always on the verge of being canceled, and then ran on ABC for 2 seasons. Now, what I really liked about the show is my wife is a doctor. She was a resident at the time, so she was going through the same things that JD and Turk did. And when I watched the show with her, there were people on the show like Dr. Cox. I know who that was in real life. Dr. Kelso, I know who that was in real life. I love Scrubs. Number 52, BBC Two's I'm Alan Partridge, ran from 97 to 2002. Number 51, Police Squad, ran on ABC for 6 episodes in 1982. I was one of the 4 people that actually saw it. Only 6 episodes were made of this spoof comedy starring Leslie Nielsen as humorless cop Frank Drebin. Yeah, then it became the Naked Gun films, but it was a sitcom at first. ABC canceled it after only 4 of the 6 episodes had aired. That's a show that deserved better, but I guess they got 3 movies out of it. Let's move into the top 50. Newsradio at number 50. And I know we're supposed to worship at the altar of Phil Hartman, but come on, how do you have Newsradio ahead of WKRP, for example? No way this is number 50. No. Number 49, Barney Miller. What a great sitcom that's been forgotten. Ran on ABC from 75 to 1982. If you've never seen Barney Miller, treat yourself. Rolling Stone writes, the 70s were fertile years for New York City cop stories on screen, from gritty movies like Serpico and The French Connection to this proudly shaggy office sitcom starring Hal Linden as the sensible man in an increasingly ridiculous city and police force. Barney's diverse unit of cranky detectives were played by Ron Glass, Abe Vigoda, Jack Sue, Steve Landesberg killed on that show. They rarely left the squad room and mostly did paperwork, and it presented one of TV's most realistic depiction of police work, as well as one of the funniest. I've heard from a lot of cops that they say Barney Miller was on point the same way that my wife would tell you Scrubs was on point. Treat yourself to Barney Miller. Continuing Rolling Stone's top 100 sitcoms of all time. This one I saw probably every episode. The Jeffersons ran on CBS from 75 to 88. This was a spin-off of All in the Family. When I found out that Wheezy was like 12 years older than George Jefferson in real life, it shocked the heck out of me. The Jeffersons really great. Haven't seen that anywhere in a long time. Number 47, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, ran on NBC from 90 to 96. Those were my dating years. Can't say I saw too much of that show, but I know everybody likes it. Number 46, The Good Place. Wow. Number 46, The Good Place, ahead of some of the iconic things I've mentioned already. That was on recently, so I'm sure you know all about it. Number 45, Broad City on Comedy Central, this high? Nice show, but come on, Rolling Stone, tap the brakes on that. Number 44 is Veep on HBO. That also feels really high to me. Recency bias? I gotta see what this list is gonna be. I'm starting to get a little suspect again. Number 43, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Again, how do you have Brooklyn Nine-Nine ahead of Barney Miller? It's clearly derivative of Barney Miller. How is this possible? I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but no way that should be ahead of Barney Miller. Get out of here. Number 42 is IFC's Brockmire. This list is starting to lose me now. What are you guys doing here? Yeah, Hank Azaria, he's a baseball announcer. It's funny, but no. Way too high. With some of the stuff below this on the list, get out. Number 41, King of the Hill on Fox. It's ran from 1997 to 2010. It's not still on? Is Bob's Burgers going to be on this list? Bob's Burgers can't be on this list, right? No. King of the Hill never did it for me. Number 40, Comedy Central's Review, ran from 2014 to 2017. This whole part of the list here is really suspect. Have you seen Review? You probably haven't. It's a collection of loosely linked sketches in which Andy Daly's reviewer of life, Forrest McNeil, was forced to do whatever his fictional audience told him to do and then rate it on a 5-star scale. Like Forrest, when he had to try cocaine, we give it 1,000,000 stars. No way on that. Number 39, Black-ish, running on ABC from 2014 to the present. Number 38, Friends, ran on NBC from 94 to 2004. Never really been a Friends guy. I get that people like it. Number 37, Bob's Burgers. I try not to curse on the show. Are you bleeping kidding me? Bob's Burgers has supposedly ran on Fox since 2011. I'll ask you a couple questions here, audience. 1, have you ever seen Bob's Burgers? The answer, no. Number 2, have you ever met someone who has seen Bob's Burgers? The answer is also no. But according to Rolling Stone, this made-up show that doesn't even air is better than WKRP and Barney Miller and the Jeffersons. And are you kidding me? Let's see what Rolling Stone claims this show is about. Bob's Burgers, supposedly, is about a greasy spoon operated by Bob Belcher, wife Linda, and kids Tina, Jean, and Louise. Kristen Schaal plays Louise? Now, Kristen Schaal is a known pranker. I'm going to have to get Kristen on the show. This doesn't exist. The greasy spoon is perpetually on the verge of calamity, yet somehow remains in business. Somehow remains in business. I feel like that's a clue. Bob's Burgers has gone from a niche show carried by The Simpsons and Family Guy to an irresistibly quirky and kind empire in its own right, including a soundtrack album? What? Collecting the best of the series' many irresistible song parodies in an upcoming movie? What? And Bob has become one of TV's best and most relatable examples of a sane man in an insane world. Get out of here. This doesn't exist. Now, what's really interesting to me is Rolling Stone says, watch Bob's Burgers online on Hulu. I thought this show was on Fox. Is it on Fox or is it on Hulu? Or maybe it doesn't exist at all. But if you're going to put Bob's Burgers on this list, I can't take it seriously. It's a holiday weekend. I'm going to go do something else. So that's your comedy news for today. Follow the show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and I'll see you tomorrow.